And this is the Florida Turnpike, and that's a rest area just coming up over there. That's going over the Florida Turnpike. Is there a speed limit on here? I don't know. I'm doing 22. One, two, three, four. Well, hello everybody and welcome back. This is Dave with Nomadic e-biking adventures. And so today is what is today? Wednesday the 23rd of April 2025. And yeah, looks different, don't it? We are in the Villages, the famous Villages where there's more golf carts than there are vehicles on the road. And this is all new to me, so let's see what this is all about. If you're familiar with the Villages, let me know where you visited. We're kind of in the Brownwood area, so we'll see how that pans out today. Morning. This should be about this route I think should be right around 20 miles. But if I get lost, it's going to be a lot more than that. Temperatures are in the 80s. It's supposed to be getting close to 90 degrees today. Now, from what I understand, there is a golf cart path on the roadway. But these paths that are, I guess, designated with two barriers on it are for pedestrian and bike traffic. And at every entrance of the community, they have these gates to kind of slow down traffic. Kind of prevent people from speeding through here, as it were. So if they got the two pylons in here, it's for morning. It's for pedestrian and bike traffic. But you'll see, this is one of the amenities. Looks like a pool. Sugarcane. Now I kind of mapped out where this is going, and I got to be real careful because like where that guy's walking right there, I think that's strictly just a walking path. I'm not quite sure. And then I have to watch my rear view mirror. Well, golf carts aren't supposed to be on this path, but there are other paths in here that are dual purpose that golf carts use, and sometimes they come flying up from the rear. But this area I think is one of the original areas, and they've got golf cart lanes out on the roadway there. But some of the newer areas have golf cart areas. Canine park. Oh, this is where she was talking that you could bring the dog down. But they also got an archery range. Man, look at all the archery. I wonder if there's a lot of archers in here. Man, look at them all. That guy's practicing. Morning. So I'll put a little tidbit here about the villages. This has grown from a facility 55 plus community to oh god, I forgot what, I don't know what the population is here. One other thing I was told is that there are a lot of alligators around here. You'll see them in the off in the ponds and stuff. So we could keep your eyes open for that. Morning. So I'll be here almost a week, I think. So we should get a pretty good feel of the area. And I was able to get a good feel. Of course, there's got the golf courses through here. I was able to get a pretty good feel of the area, and we'll see how that works out. Morning.
Hi.
There's a lot of bridges and tunnels around here to help with pedestrian traffic. And according to my map, I cross over here and turn right. You gotta watch out for golf carts because they like to run around like crazy. They think they got the rule of the world with here. Like I say, I think this is one of the older subdivisions, more established right now. And I don't know if we'll be able to bike to some of the newer ones, but if I remember right, I think this is gonna hook up with a newer subdivision. It looked like, I was looking on Google Maps, and it looked like it was still under construction, or didn't have any roadways on it. But this is one of these tunnels that go underneath. And this is where you can kind of get screwed up. This will go through a tunnel. And they got little roundabouts on these trails too. It's kind of cool. But I think we're going to go this way today. Obviously this is used by golf carts, so we gotta kind of watch it, but here it branches off, and we're going to stay on this trail here. There are another trail that goes that way, but sometimes they just end in the subdivision. was trying to connect the dots to get on a trail here that would loop around. Linden Isle. Just after 12 o'clock now, 12:04 in the afternoon. And from what I understand, the villages kind of have like different squares, they call them, where all the entertainment and amenities are located. Morning. No, I guess I have to say afternoon. That's Riverbend Recreation. Some of these names I'm familiar with since I've been watching some YouTube videos. There's a guy that does YouTube thank you. See, they got the golf cart lane out on the street there, and from what I picked up, these two pylons that are on the trail, that's specifically so golf carts don't ride on this trail, just for pedestrians. But yeah, boy, you could soak a lot of money in your, I think some of these houses around here are at least $500,000 a piece. Plus you've got your HOA fees, whatever those are, probably a few $100s a month. And that includes lawn service. In fact, there was a lawn company that came by and cut the grass at the house where I'm staying. This is another recreation area. This is Swallowtail, Postal, and Recreation. All your mailboxes are in one central area, so you got to come and pick up your mail every day. But this area is, I mean, they do have the guard shack at some of these entrances, but all you got to do is hit the visitor button and the gate opens up. When I came in last night, there was a guard at one of the gates, and she was chit-chatting with some car driver, and she opened up the other gate, just told me to go around. So this was the area that was still showing to be under construction, or it's an open space, and it kind of, the bike path on Google Maps ended, but I see it's still is showing up. And look at that, they got a little trolley service if you want to take a trolley to the square. The Villages bus. Well, it's part of a golf course yet. From what I understand, the golf courses are really nice to play on. I'll see here that this is the newer section that is still under construction, it looks like. I was going to turn right here, and I see a path over here, so that's good. This path wasn't on Google Maps, so we're going to that's another, oh, it's a golf course. That's why it looked like it wasn't ready, but it's still some homes in there too. But this is one of the newer additions onto the Villages. So way off in the distance is a golf cart pedestrian bridge that goes over, I think this first one goes over the tollway, the Florida Turnpike. This is all still under construction. I don't know when they're going to start building on it, but they got to get all the facilities ready to go. And again, you can see all the golf cart traffic. But each one of these is going to be a home in there. Look at that golf cart. There's some people get real fancy with their golf carts. This is a real nice trail. And now this time of year, though, most of the snowbirds have left or are leaving, so it's not going to be so crazy on the roadway. People use their golf carts as a way of transportation. They don't even drive the car anymore. This looks like it's going to be some type of store or maybe a recreation department. Bridge over there we're going to be going over. Carts beyond this point. Got another tunnel, but we're going to be going straight, I believe, to over roundabout. Trolley. Well, we've gone 4.2 miles and 19 minutes on the seat.
Want to travel the country without paying for hotels or rent? House sitting lets you stay in beautiful homes for free while caring for pets. I'm currently staying in a beachside house north of Jacksonville, Florida for free, and I'll show you exactly how to get started. My free house sitting starter guide walks you through setting up your profile, landing your first house sit, and unlocking a life of travel on a budget. Link is in the description or scan the QR code now. Grab your free copy now and start house sitting today.
And this is the Florida Turnpike, and that's a rest area just coming up over there. That's going over the Florida Turnpike. Is there a speed limit on here? I don't know. I'm doing 22. So if we go down here, looks like we turn right under the tunnel, come up the other side. You better hit the brakes there, lady. And then we should be going to the left here. So you got the gates there, automatically go down. Just the slow traffic. We're going to cut across here and then go to the left. Busy, busy, busy. I guess pedestrians don't have the right of way. I was surprised to hear that there's a lot of golf cart accidents. This is one of the other Sawgrass Grove. It's a lot of restaurants and stuff. Maybe even the start of the golf course. Brady's Pub. Croquet? Yeah, I guess it's a croquet course. Huh. And they've got what they call clubs. There's a ton of different interests. You can join a club, and they got activities planned all the time. Little meetups or what have you. So I'm going to follow that guy. It's nice and cool under here. Like I say, it's kind of nice they got these tunnels and bridges. Keeps the flow of traffic going. But as you can see, there's a ton of golf carts here. Pull over, let this guy go by. I think we're going over on the other side. We got him off our back. Another bridge going over the Florida Turnpike. "10 miles now, 43 minutes. This is the famous one you see on the interstate. It's got the villages and a big sign right there. right, here we go. Well, we had a good run on that first battery. 11 miles, 46 minutes. We go underneath a bridge. Looks like we got another tunnel here. It's the Kinney Recreation Center. Or Finney. Now this is the gate that came in to the property. There's somebody staying there. I don't know why, you know, if there's no, I don't know, maybe it's just got questions. They offer somebody to be there to answer them. Straight or am I turning? I think. I don't know. Nope, I think I'm going the other way. But I don't know. Let's see. Maybe. How you doing?
Hi there. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. I guess this is part of that trail. It's not as wide as the other places. There is a golf cart lane. Gray Fox, Red Fox, Hammock Golf Course. I think we'll jump on the golf cart track once we clear this. Hummingbird, Postal and Recreation. Looks like they sprayed the greens green. Oh, there's a gator there. Hold on. Turn around so I can show you the gator. See him right by the tube there? In fact, which way is he facing? Well, he's facing outwards. It's a little guy. Half of them is inside the tube, and that's how they go from one pond to the other. They kind of just swim right through there. But he's just camped out there. Well, cool. We saw our gator. I know they were around here. See you later, gator. Ha! Hi there. This is the road that we turn on. Penny Lane. Well, hope you enjoyed the first day heading out in the villages. We got quite a few more trips around the village. Appreciate you coming along for the ride, and until next time, adios.